Love Unfiltered.
Love Unfiltered. I got a special guest here. I got my guy,
Big Bird.
Bert, Asbury Park. You know what I mean? We sitting here talking, chopping it up. We going, you know what I mean? We going politics tonight. You feel me?
Regular cooling.
So, bro, all right. So, listen, like, let me see. How can we politic? So, like, basically, like, you know, when I first met you, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I heard about you. Like, yo, who Bert, Tyking, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I'm from Red Bank. You feel me? So, coming from Red Bank, Asbury niggas was like, you know, everybody wanted to be some Asbury niggas and shit. You know what I mean? So like, you know, skating ring days. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Tyking, you know what I mean? Who this and that? You know what I'm saying? So it's like how you like, it's basically your name too. Like your name is definitely like a god body name.
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So like
I was more like, you know, my dad, my name, Tyking. I believe it came from Tanya King.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
They put it together. They probably was fighting about that. Like,
yeah. Okay, I didn't even do one to
like
that
they
now.
probably, and then not alone, like having knowledge of self coming from that family, coming from that tree. So I think that probably played the part too. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? But yeah, nigga, you know, we was skating ring.
Skating ring days, yeah.
Nigga, like,
I think that's like so. All right, so what's your outlook, right? Like now, 2023. If we had the skate ring, how would you think that should be right now, though? Like how we growing up and how effective that shit was. You feel me?
I think like the skating ring now and then.
Yeah.
Like I believe like being that the kids is more like, you know, back then, like we was too cool for the skating ring. Like even though like that was a cool area for us, like, but we was too.
You think it's so? But that's all right. Niggas used to fight at the skate rink.
Yeah,
you had to be a tough nigga because a lot of motherfuckers just didn't go to the skate ring. You know what I'm saying? So you had to have your knuckle game
that's
up.
A fact.
Or if you was just on some cool shit too. But niggas just fighting.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So now I'm saying like now in the era now. Niggas probably be getting shot, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
so
it
that
wouldn't have definitely been no fight. It wouldn't have been no fight.
It'd be a whole
young
different.
boys that's coming up now that would have been in the they like motherfuckers would have been dying.
So you think that shit would have been like a good thing to still have around though, like or nah? Like, cause think about it, growing up about all the stuff we had back in the day to now.
It would have been good for the kids to have something forward like towards the weekends. You know what I mean? More outings.
Yeah.
I believe shit like that, like, but far as just
add that shit, just that shit wouldn't shake, right? Where you was raised at, like growing up?
I was born right across the street, Boston Way.
Boston Way. So that's Boston Way. What's that? The 80s? Like so, like raised. So you born in 87?
I was born in 87, so I was more like the 90s.
Okay.
Like so early 90s, 91,
so tell me the 90s and because like I said, my uncle and shit lived in the B-Way and shit. So. Nigga, you had to have a pass. You know what I'm saying?
The Boston Way, that shit was different. Like, that shit was you was coming through, but you was coming through probably what, late?
I was coming through. I ain't gonna hold you. Probably I was probably coming like almost 2000. So like maybe like 97, 98.
So then the Boston Way, that shit was like a place that you wanted to be. Like, that was like a place you wanted to be.
You know, it's crazy because like it changed because like I said, I think when I was going there, when I was a little younger and shit, I don't think they had the fence up yet. They ain't had no booth and shit, like security booths and shit like that.
That was the time you wanted to be.
Yeah, when they didn't have a booth or they did have a booth?
When they didn't have a booth.
Okay, yeah, because when I got there, I think they started building the gate and fences and shit.
But it's crazy, right? I was just cooling one day and I was just telling somebody, I'm like, damn, like maybe we need more villages like the Boston Way. You know how they say the phrase of it take a village to raise a child?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I kind of say I'm a go. I mean, I respect that, but I feel like I think that's just like a project. I think it's kind of it keeps us. That's why our environment is kind of fucked up too, though, because everybody think the same. So everybody see the same shit. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Like out like the suburbs with houses and shit. Everybody separated, so everybody got their own. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like when everybody's attached together, I feel like it's no growth. It's like a lot of it's gonna be a lot of pulling people down. Because think about it. I'm gonna just give you my perspective, right? I live in the B-way. I'm in building 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be scared as hell to bring a big TV in, like shit like that, because now I got niggas watching. It's a lot of watching your pockets, a lot of shit that it's gonna be dangerous movement in there. You feel me? So that's why I feel like that right there gonna cause, even though you don't want to be like that, it's just that's the environment, like. Because now you gotta think about it. Like now you gotta worry about if you going to work, a nigga might come up in your shit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, far as like the time of air, all right, you know, why I say that, like, you know, in the village back in the day, like nigga, you was fighting, like, nigga, if you did lose, like nigga, you going back outside, you could take an ass whooping, you can and still hang around the boys, like, hang around your crew, like. So nowadays, like, nigga. It's so separated, being that it ain't villages no more, it ain't projects no more. Everybody freelancing. So when a nigga do get their ass whooped, a motherfucker don't know how to take it.
Do you think it's because of pride? So you feel like pride changed the hood, though? Think about it. So think about pride, right? Like right now, as you being, 35, 36?
Yeah.
Think about pride, yo. Your pride is different now than pride when you losing a fight back in the day. Because it wasn't, you know what it was? It wasn't no social media, bro.
No, I think my pride, I believe, I'm gonna be honest, you right in a sense, but me in a sense, like I think my pride is the same way, because it was like a fight was a fight. Like, nigga, you a busted lip, a busted eye, all like that was that was sexy. Like, that was cool.
You got right.
You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is though, now, 36, 37, you niggas ain't, they say that if you fight a nigga now, get your gun. If you lose, go get your gun. So it's like, because it's like, how's it the balance? You feel what I'm saying? Like, because you beat a nigga the fuck up right now, you might have to worry about the nigga busting your ass later, right? And then if you lose, you might take it on the chin, but then you might, nigga, I'm about to go shoot this nigga. So it's like a fucked up way now. It's not like back in the day, like you said.
Yeah, like now it's like, you gotta, now it's like, I gotta know my personnel, like, come back to your sense. If I'm fighting you, I know you're a fighter. I know.
Oh, so it's like it's over. It's not gonna be. Fight. It's gonna be just a fight.
If I know you a motherfucker that's just gonna
keep it going,
then it's just, you know what I mean. Like, so it's like you gotta learn your personnel, and you just it's just like you got it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So now, that's why I said so pride. So do you think like pride in the hood is big because how people like it being like in groups, like so like. A nigga lose right now. Say if a nigga lose a fight. So if a nigga might, damn, you let that nigga beat you the fuck up. Now it's on social media. That shit, 80,000 shares. That shit is being shared here, shared in LA, all over. Now your pride, like, now it's you kind of, it's like.
But it is that, but then it's like going in the real world is like, what? That's gonna be shown for a week or two.
But that shit, that
and
week.
Then it's gonna blow over, and then you're gonna make that week or two it's gonna blow over to. You're gonna make a life decision, nigga, and it's over.
But if we all thought like that, though, so a lot of people.
Then that come with growth too. Like a lot of motherfuckers don't got understanding and growth. Like some motherfuckers get it early. Like we got it early.
Yeah.
To where though now we manifested it. Now we can really live. Like, you know what I mean? Like motherfuckers ain't like niggas ain't got that.
Yeah. Yeah. So like back to what I was saying about the pride shit. So now, do you think that, like I said, it's like, our friends. So like, for instance, like, do our friends set up, like if you really fuck with somebody, like, do you set your friend up like, yo, nah, that shit ain't worth it? Like, do a lot of, that's where I think the fucked up connection is in our hood, is that your friend that you said that's your friend won't tell you like that shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And I feel like that's where a lot of shit can keep going. Niggas dying from when nigga like, nah, that shit is a fact. That shit, it don't even have to go that far. That's even before even fight even start, that shit ain't have to go that far. But niggas egg some shit on.
But yeah, you're 1,000% right. Like you got motherfuckers that's just like you don't. It's very that you got a couple motherfuckers that's in a crew that's going yo. Yeah.
So then it's like it's kind of fucked up that it's like that, because now it's like if we all living off the same circle of way of thinking, we all really setting ourselves to lose. Then it's completely back off what you said about the village.
Yeah.
Because now we still had because think about it. If the way you grew up made you who you is now.
That's a fact.
But
that's a fact.
If you had a different outlook, would have been a different outlook too.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So like I never was raised like my
Yeah.
I never was raised in the projects and no, I was in the house. But that shit still I had the same background, my nigga.
That's
I had
a fact.
roaches.
But your outlet was your outlet.
Outlet was your outlet,
your vision. Like, I mean, you know, shit. I'm not surprised with you doing, like, you know, like, cause this always been you, like, you know what I mean? Like, always from technology started, nigga, you jumped on right away, like.
Yeah, that's a fact. It was crazy. I mean? Like I said, I grew up in Red Bank, so like my crew, these niggas, we was just doing shit. And my man used to be stealing computers and shit out of the school and shit, and we used to take them shits home and fuck with them and shit. So I'm always, like, since I've been young, I was always fucking with the computers, but it's different now. Technology is crazy. So I kind of had a path, knew in which way I was going to go. You feel me? A little, you know, trial and error. But at the same time, I feel like our community, if we had a better outlet of things, of living, like upbringing, I think we'd have had, like, just think about it. Like, if you were never raised in the B way, you feel me? You was raised in Ocean.
Yeah.
Like, how would your life be then? Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be a whole different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'd definitely be a whole, like.
Because it's like trading spouses almost like, yo, we're going to change your whole outlook of life. You feel me? Even because we can do it with our kids. So, like.
I'm at that point now, though, like, but that come with growth, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm at that point, like, to where though, nigga, like, I try to live my life like, what if I didn't do that? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, because like at the same time, that's just I'm thinking like how if we change a certain way of how we think and live, it would be a whole different type of character. Because we see cats that live with black motherfuckers that live somewhere totally different, that got a whole different way of living. They be like, yo, nigga, like that shit weird to us, but it's like if they switch spots, it's like they look at
it still break down back to the general basic, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact.
Know what I mean?
Because like you say, you raised out here, like, so you seen the shit, like the Greek Fest times and shit like that. Like, I'm a young boy. I put at my grandma's house. I'm like, yo, grandma, I'm going to the beach. She don't know the fuck. I'm going to the beach. She's like, all right, go ahead, go down to the beach, baby. I'm at the Greek Fest. That shit lit. You feel me? But at the same time, that era, a lot of motherfuckers missed that shit, not even knowing, like, yo, so you was, I know you had to.
It's crazy, right? Word is wrong, my nigga. That was what,
98, 2000.
My dad just came home. My dad just came home. He was staying on 4th Avenue. I walked all the way from up the hill to the Greek Fest.
And that shit was a troop too, like.
A troop. I asked my dad for $50. I'm like, yo, Dad, I'm going to the Greek Fest. He looked at me like.
How old was you?
I probably was like 13.
So. All right, so let's go to that topic then, because that's gonna fuck it up right there. So, what age you gonna say you got off the porch? Like you outside, really? Like, cause you know niggas be like I was outside. Now I'm talking about like you outside, like off the porch, nigga.
But see, when I got off the porch, like when I got off the porch, like I was chaperoned off the porch too. Like you know what I mean? Like it was like
big somebody older.
Yeah, like nigga, like when I started, like I was off the porch. 9, 10, 11. But I was being chaperoned, like certain motherfuckers, ill will, nitty. Yeah. Older motherfuckers, like, you know, trying to make sure they come back. Yeah. But we was outside.
I was outside.
But I say like 14.
14,
like,
really?
Yeah, like literally, like.
No, you outside.
I'm outside. Like
so what's 14. That? So how, like, get that to me, like, perspective of that. Like, you 14, that means you coming in the house whenever you want, doing what the fuck you want to do. So, Hold on. Go ahead.
I wasn't.
It wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that because you know, times she wasn't really like nigga. Like, all right,
okay.
But it's gonna be some respect on it, nigga. Like, y'all ain't motherfucker, but we was
outside though.
We was outside.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And you was outside 14. You still in the B-way? Or nah? Y'all moved already, or y'all
just moved to Summerfield.
Summerfield,
and it was so crazy because we was in the Boston way since we was like nigga like. What? Damn near when we got birthed in there like 1, 2 years old. So it was like going to a house, it was like a celebration. Like nigga, like we ain't got our own rooms, but like nigga, we out the Boston way. Like
so it's like a come up like
nigga, like
so y'all moved to Summerfield, and that shit had to be a crazy transition because like you said, like I said, because you can't really move, like you motherfucker gotta worry about somebody coming to your shit now. You got you like and it's like almost like cause like a lot of people move from like somewhere and they move up the hill, nigga, you be like, nigga, made it.
No, we still in the hood, but we
I'm
made
saying,
it, like, because we in the house. Like, we got a house now, so we, like, we jumping around in the rooms, like, nigga, we broke our bunk beds, man. We split the bunk beds one side and had, like, we happy we could do shit like that, nigga.
That's how they, my brother, me and my brother, like, that nigga hated I shared rooms. So that nigga bunk beds was corny as hell growing up. So you had to break them shits down, like put one on the other side of the room, split the room and have don't come across the side of the room, like word up.
That's why I be like, but like I don't like. I be looking at the young boys like, cause we got children now, like. And I'll be like looking at my son, I'll be like, damn, like, it's cool, like, the lane that they in, like, they genuine, like, they genuine in they lane, like, that's dumb. Like, you know, we was too cool to, like, nigga, we was still 12, 13 years old going to parties, but not getting lap dances, not partying, but on the wall, too cool.
Yeah, too cool, yeah, it's a fact.
The generation now, like, they having fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a little different because I still see it. It's kind of, I watch it and it's like, it's mad different now. Because like before, if you ain't outside, if you ain't outside, you ain't even like.
That's a fact.
If you ain't outside, like, it's like, what you doing?
Exactly.
So like, nigga, you outside, like until you can't be outside no more. Like, that's what I'm saying. So like the kids now, they like, they want to be inside. They want to be on the phone. Like, that shit did never, like, play. Like, we wanted to be outside.
Nah, shit. Once we, like...
Because you got to think about, I'm talking about young boy ages.
Nah, when we was, like, all right, when we was young, all right, like 11, 12, 13, 14.
Phones wasn't really, we was payphone.
House phones was jumping. Nigga, like, you had a house line, nigga, like...
The loop was our shit,
It was like, nigga, we piling at your house.
Yeah.
Like, you had the PlayStation... Dreamcast, nigga, that's the only time we was like really in the house.
But that shit was down there like slim. Cause niggas wanted to be outside, bro. Like, cause my father moved to Washington and that's where I started to connect with a lot of motherfuckers from Asbury. I started to meet mad motherfuckers and shit. And I'm like, I'm outside with niggas like, you feel me? The coolest, like, rest in peace, Banks. That was my nigga. Nigga right across from my pops and shit. We used to play free, whatever that shit called, freeze tag or fucking manhunt. Yo, my dad, don't go across Jersey Street. At a young time, I'm like, what the fuck? Don't cross Jersey Street. You feel me? Now that I got older and started,
about the top of the block,
I never even knew what the fuck was up there until I got older. You feel me? Yeah, I couldn't even go to Sheffield. I had to go to Leeds Market.
But it's crazy though. Like, even though we was outside Boston, like, I ain't start going to Comstock, Summerfield area until my Aunt Nina Floss and moved to 408. Like, that's when I start going up there. Like, I skip through there to go to the boys club or the motherfucking go to the Prospect Courts, go play ball. But far as hanging out, Summerfield, Monroe areas, like, nah, like, so now, that was new to me too.
So did, like, cause I know like a lot of cats had like groups, cause now it's like gangs and shit. But niggas had groups growing up. Like, nigga, you this and we beefing with them niggas, but it's like ain't nobody killing each other. It's just like, nigga, don't come over here. So like when you was growing up, like in the B-Way or Summerfield, what type of group you was fucking with? Like,
we was BWC, Boston Weight Clique.
Yeah, so like who was your road dog? Like, if I seen you, that's who you gonna be with, or that's who your right hand man. Growing up
as a child.
Yeah, as a child, like it was your man. Hammond. Okay. So y'all was
Okay.
Okay.
You see, like, you see me, you see him, you see him, you see me. Like,
yeah, y'all stayed in the B-Way together.
Yeah.
Okay.
We was like, what? I was 13. He was 14. Right next door. I'm talking about.
What building you say you stayed in again?
In building 2.
I think. Remember I told you. I think my uncle Moondog. Moondog, my uncle and shit, used to, got the baby by his
sister father.
Yeah, I believe Yvonne, that's my little cousin and shit. So
they was right downstairs.
Yeah, so I used to be over there. Moondog used to bring me outside and shit. I'm like, yo, nigga, these niggas is wild. You feel me? And my aunt Niecy lived in 7, so I used to be in the B-Way heavy. Like, I just come, yo, tell me when you're outside though. Don't just walk over here and shit. Let me know you come outside. We will come downstairs to come get you and shit. But at that time, I was a little younger, you feel me? So, I probably wasn't going to get, what I mean? But then when I got older.
We was coming to see you.
Your cousin. Yeah, that's a fact. We got older, though.
See you, nigga.
me and my bro and shit, we used to swingle through the buildings and shit, you know, females in the building.
Yeah.
Cause the B-Way had the baddest chicks. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It was
you just couldn't get down. It was like how you was gonna get down there.
Yo, listen.
Like how you was gonna get into Boston, what?
Yo, listen. So now, me and my bro, like, yo, we better go see these chicks in the building. Like, it was like the back building. You know that back building, the longest walkway.
Building 6.
Yo.
Building 6.
So we ride our bikes up there and shit. So now we bringing our bikes up the steps.
Yeah.
My nigga, as soon as we get to like the 3rd floor, I think it was, my nigga, everybody in that motherfucker, guys, mad hood niggas.
In the hallway.
In the hall, we like, bro, how the fuck we about to get up out of here? Cause we know we leave.
Your
nigga.
cousin used to
I'm talking
cousin
about
Rashawn.
Yeah, Rashawn, but I'm talking about 6 though. We just going to go see some females. But I'm talking about as we going up the stairs, we niggas in the stairwells. Niggas like letting us get past, but niggas, you know, I already know, like, nigga, they like, we won't hop on your ass when you leave.
Niggas checking y'all out.
So I'm like, yo, bro, we gonna catch the cab back. Fuck these bikes. We left the bikes, like, listen, we gonna catch the cab back. Like, so if they start, we gonna get to the cab and we out, my nigga, like, we ain't gonna take the risk with the bikes, guys. So, but it was cool though, but like,
that was them times though. That was like,
you had to be like, a lot of people haven't experienced like I call Asbury the playground. Yeah. And everybody around it want to see Red Bank, Long Branch, because everybody down, air down. Everybody's in Asbury.
Like Asbury, like outgrew that. Like one time it was like everybody, like you said, wanted to see Asbury
because it's like something like, what's going on out here? Everybody want to see it. Everybody want to come to it. Every town. Now, if you think about it, I see niggas that's lost here, like that got kids,
that got stuck.
Yeah, and it's like growing up, everybody Asbury.
Motherfuckers gotta forget though, like Asbury is a city.
Yeah,
it be like. It's not like, you know, you go to Neptune, you go to Ocean Township, Neptune Township, Eaton Town. No, that should say Asbury Park City. Welcome to the city of Asbury Park. So like, we just a small city. So everything fast, everything, you know?
Yeah, nah, it's definitely, honestly, growing up, I'm like, just seeing like, and the thing about Asbury is divided. It's small little increment spots, but you wouldn't even know, like, you can go on another side of Asbury, not even knowing it's nice as fuck, though. You know what I'm saying? And then you can go a couple blocks over and be like, what the shit fucked up?
But it's so crazy though, right? That how that shit just changed, like the sections, like motherfuckers buying shit, like they not afraid of Asbury Park, like
it's even crazy, like my wife's house. Like she grew up in the niggas, white motherfucker live right there, smack in the corner. Like you thinking like, what the fuck? They niggas shooting every day out here. And they don't give a fuck.
They on their porch, they chilling,
waving water.
They swing, they swing tree. They chilling, cooling.
You know why? Because they see it like this though, and it's kind of fucked up. That how they see it is like they ain't trying to hurt us. They gonna hurt themselves. Like that, and that's why our mentality is fucked up because it's like that's really what it
don't even see that.
Yeah, like they don't even like they know that we ain't even thinking about them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They like yo, listen, they ain't worried about us. They gonna kill each other. Like
that's a fact.
Niggas shoot right in front of their house. You know what I mean, or whatever the case might be. And it's like we don't understand that we've been programmed to hate each other and all that shit. Because I know for a fact, like I said, you grew up in Asbury, you feel me? And you probably seen a lot of money, and you probably be like, damn, I could have bought this, brought that, and a lot of motherfuckers don't own shit in Asbury, bro, that rep this block, rep this street, and it's like fucked up, and it's like
that just come from like street legends, like that's just not like a big thing, like around the way, like you know what I mean, like.
So what would you consider like to be a street legend though, like? Cause
that never went to jail.
What you consider like a street legend, like
that was in the game, that ain't had no flaws in their names, motherfucker that succeeded, got in, got out, bought properties, never went to jail.
So you think it's a lot?
It's a couple.
So do you think like honorably, do you think that like would you say like the ones that you say are street legends, like consider a street legend, do you look at it like, damn, even though they made it out, like what did you come back and do? Like you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I feel like even like with me, like I feel like I'm trying to build something up, but still I'm trying to bring people with me too though. You feel me? Like I ain't trying to Like I first work on yourself first, but like see what's next. I can, you know what I mean?
I don't know, but I know it's like I know it's one that always like that just check on tighten me up. Like I don't know if a motherfucker that came back and really looked. I don't know.
So like growing up like your pops for instance, or somebody like in that era, like do you think like because they program too, so like it's the generation curse like for we like how many it's like we behind so fucked up. It's like where we cut that shit at, where it's like
we cut that like with the nuts, like
with our kids,
and I mean it's not late. It's definitely we cut it with our kids, but it's still not late with the nuts either. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not because like we still learning, like we still growing, we still like it's still room for elevate for us. Like it's still through the moon, through the roof for us. Like so, it's gonna start with us, and then it's gonna just trickle all the way out. Like you know what I mean? Like I believe that. Like you know what I mean? Like
so, do you think like all right? So what about this? Like, do you think like the cast that's older, like not even like us, like our generation, you think it's like for the younger cast that's out here, like you think we doing the right thing? Like do they, the younger cast look up like I can look up to him? It's like there's a lot of role models. It's not that many. What do you think about role models? Do you think there's a lot of role models out here for people that's like the young cast that's growing up, or they got to just basically find their way?
I mean, like. What you want to consist of a role model, like what you want to like I could say with the nuts, like it's a lot of motherfuckers that's breaking generational barriers, like motherfuckers business, self-employed. Like I could say that within our generation, like it's a lot of motherfuckers that's trying. You know what I mean? Like tapping in with it, like you know what I mean? Like
so do you think like also do you think like I said like say for instance, like the young cats out here that's wilding or whatever, do you think like the older cats don't be shutting shit down? Like a lot of shit be happening. It's like who's like you know how when we was growing up, old heads be like y'all niggas bugging. You know what I mean? It's not that. Do you think it's a lot of older niggas that's telling the young cats, nah, that's not? Because I feel like a lot of cats haven't seen shit. Like the younger niggas, like that's mad people that die young age, bro, and it fucked my head up because I'm like. When I was like 21 to 31, 10 years, like I did so much, my nigga. Like when I'm talking about so much, I did so much. Where it's like, you ask a cat that's like 21, like they don't.
What
even
have
know,
you done?
They don't even know. Like they're not even seeing far. They can't even see that far because like I feel like it's like what you see and who's showing you something.
But like I say, like that type of shit. Like I was just telling my man, like 3-4 days ago, I'm like, I kind of blame us, like as far as us. But then it's like, you can't really fault us because like we came in the game. I know I came in the game like when I was a student the other game, like motherfuckers used to pit me in their cars and
just take a ride
and you know what I mean, hit licks and you know what I mean, smoke a blunt with me, you know, and then I gotta take the best part from myself and put it with my twist and go back in wherever I'm hustling and take the best part.
So you think like
we not reaching out to the young boys no more. We not because like they so wild and wicked. We don't know if they gonna harm us.
Yeah,
we don't know if it's really genuine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like
I think. So do you think it maybe because like we ain't reaching out, so maybe it ain't no connection. So like you know like because like you say you probably. Like this my young boy. I know you probably had an old head that's like this my young boy, and you look up to him, so you gonna respect his word, like you feel me. So we don't really put a young nigga under the, you know what I'm saying? Because it's mad young cats, yo, love you doing your thing. And I'm telling you, yo, listen, man, this is the way. You know what I mean, you could do whatever, like you know what I mean, trying to show them a different perspective of life, but it's like if they only see what they see that they think is right, it's like who really wrong? Like I think it's like we're wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? Certain men,
I can't say that because it's like your work a day is your work a day. My work a day is my work a day. Your work a day is your work a day. Like everybody work a day is just a different work a day. But like it's not not right. Is it wrong? Like if he take the best part from out of your work a day and put it with his twist, even though
Yours a little different.
Your work a day might be wrong,
Yeah.
but he might take something out of your work a day, even though your work a day might be wrong, but it might fit him.
Yeah. So we take accountability of like where it's like we know it's wrong. So we basically like they say we are our own environment of a mirror.
Yeah.
Of a mirror. Like what we see is what we want. Like you only want to attract the people that you like what you see or whatever. And like we need to like as men we take accountability of like damn yo maybe. The niggas that's watching me is a mirror.
Yeah.
They only seeing what they see and they following suit on that shit. And that shit ain't solid. Like, so like, should we break that like barrier or like? Because even like you said, like somebody see your shit and be like, yo, that nigga get into it, but you're getting to it. He might get into it, and then that nigga catch it and send his way up the way. Now, you feel me?
Exactly.
So it's like, damn, it's like we showing like we thinking we showing a way of how to be great, but it's like really like destruction. Like you feel me? And like I feel like. When we gotta break that barrier, like, you know what I'm saying, to be like, damn, maybe we need to like, maybe I need to change what I'm doing because I'm who knows I'm who mirroring my shit, like and taking my pieces, like, cause you did all your trials and errors, like you know, like this nigga might not know because he don't really, you know what I mean, know what's going on. So it's like,
but it's like, you know, like, see, we know and learn because like nigga, we ain't watch this shit on no YouTube. We ain't watch this shit because we had an uncle or a cousin that was telling us. No, we walked through it. We went through it. So, I mean, you know.
So that's what I'm saying. So like the kids now really don't know what's going on. Then.
They don't, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
who would fault them though?
Yeah, like.
That's what I'm saying. So now, do you think that like as us being older and being more wiser and shit like that, the wrong things that we did, do you think that's like, damn, we need to think of time and just let's fix the youth because it's like if not that shit they gonna have kids and that shit gonna continue. It's never gonna be no cycle to break. You feel me? No cycle ever gonna be broken because so also like what's your point of view like this like having kids right? Having kids you think like a household so that foundation so like it started at foundation like being raised, you know what I mean? I was raised with my mom, so I ain't have no discipline. My mom, whatever. Once I got to a certain age, that shit didn't even matter what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So like, do you feel that a foundation can fix the situation too? Like,
that's a fact. But you gotta understand, a lot of like nigga, like we had our kids, what, 19, 18, 19. So like we were still growing. While we were still trying to teach too, like it's a lot of kids, it's a lot of babies that's out here that they parents are still trying to grow and learn. So it's like motherfuckers is living with their kids. Parents is living with the kids living with the parents in each other time zone. So it's like
I see that too. I could definitely see that because it's like I had a 17-year-old. I'm 35. That's then at half my age. So it's like she want to party, I want to party. So it's like the gap is close as fuck. Then you feel me?
But it definitely like the foundation, the structure, the home, like it definitely come from there. Like you know what I mean? Like nigga, it definitely come from there. Like, but you can't. Like,
so like
you know?
growing up and shit. Like, did you have like the father figure? Like, how was the father figure for you? Like to like. Did you learn?
I had the father figure. You know, I always had the father figure, even though my pops was like in and out of jail. But nigga, like I had uncles. I had like genuine loved ones, like that was like, you know, that molded me and my brother, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then, you know, my dad also molded us too, like.
So to show you like the life of the understanding the life of like how to move positive and all that shit. So like for instance, like say for instance, like you got a son. Cause you know, the kids, they look at us cause we the parents, but like, it's like, your son might be following a whole different man, not even knowing he's guiding your son to destruction. And you like, damn, this, you know what I'm saying? So we're not even knowing like who really is operating our kids right now. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's like you said, you being young and 14 and your pops thinking he locked up and shit. And nigga like, oh, one of my mans holding my son down. But like, you never like on South Central, like, this nigga got your son outside stealing. You're like, damn, nigga, you selling, like, that shit is fucked up because we really not even knowing they putting our kids in self-destruct. Like,
but that's just savage motherfuckers though. Like when you doing shit like that, like you a bad person. Like you know what I mean? Like
it's just like I promise my brother passed away. So that's what my before my brother passed away, what he was going through. I'm a lesson of life. So if I see if I seen you motherfucking fall down the step, nigga, I'm not falling down them shit because I seen you.
That's a fact.
So I'm a person of lesson of life. I really follow people life and see mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And I just counter off them shits, bro. So like I kind of like I said, my brother was an alcoholic and shit, and I just seen it like how I did his his personality was fucked up because he was always drunk. You know, motherfuckers drunk. Them motherfuckers is.
I mean, that's just addiction anyway. That's just any addiction.
Yeah, so it's like his character was dope, but it's just drunk and just wild and disrespectful, all types of shit. But he was a good person, but he just alcoholic, making him a whole. So that just made me. I never want to be like that. Because then that's not me. I know my brother. That's not him. Like to be like that. You feel me? So it's like that shit fuck with your character. Smoking. I like smell. I like to smell good. You feel me? So I ain't never like the smoking weed shit. I ain't like female. Like I'm happy as hell my wife don't smoke cigarettes. Like that shit. I don't got nothing against it. I just don't like the smell of it. You feel what I'm saying? So I kind of stay away from it. But that's kind of like how I'm just really like just find shit that I like and just stay like happy off that shit. You feel me? Like positive shit, like certain shit. I just I like to read. These are my books. I like to read books and shit. Like I like to, shit that's just different. I don't really try to look for shit that ain't got shit to do with me. My nigga. If it ain't got nothing to do, I ain't trying to do something that ain't got nothing to do with me, my nigga. Because it's just not. I never been that person that's like, oh, I'm gonna do this shit cause. Nah, never that person, my nigga. Like, nah, y'all niggas doing that, I'm gonna go left. Like, I growing up with my niggas and shit. These niggas used to go around knocking Mexicans out. I never understood that shit. That shit was fucked up to me. Like, niggas love that shit. Like, everybody go out knock Mexicans out. I'm like, bro.
Friday night or some shit.
I hate it. It's
I need an outfit.
Yeah, I just never liked that shit because I just was like, I never liked to be bullied. I never was bullied. I never been picked on. I was the smallest nigga in my crew running around with niggas. I never been a nigga that's using wilding me out. Like, so I never wanted to do that shit to people that ain't had nothing. You know what I mean? That shit was kind of weird. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas bugging. I ain't going out. I ain't going out with y'all niggas. Y'all bugging. Like, you feel me? My thing was getting dressed and females, my nigga. Where the ladies at, let's hit the store, let's go shopping. That's all I give a fuck about, man. Y'all niggas do that nut shit. I ain't with that, you feel me? So like, that was my MO growing up, you feel me? Like, so like, I mean, I know, rest in peace to your bro and shit. So question, I wanted to ask you, like, this is a deep question. So the question I wanted to ask you was, and now this is, I'm like, how I'm gonna present it to you, but I think this is deep because it's gonna touch a lot of, based on a lot of shit where it's like, a lot of people say rest in peace to Buck, right? But then it's like, knowingly, like, you have problems with a lot of niggas that say that shit. How that shit bother, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's like, rest in peace, Buck, right? It's like,
I take it like, like, well, this just, like, it's real nigga shit. Like, it's just like 1 + 1 is 2, my nigga. Like, that's just, that's my formula. That's just what it is. Like, certain motherfuckers had, like, Buck was Buck. Like, everybody had a relationship with him.
Yeah, but not even that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, all right, let me get another way. Like my bro Q. Like, that's my bro. So it's like, I'm riding with him. So it's like, he ride with me. So it's like, same with like, I'm trying to understand if a nigga riding for your brother, rest in peace to him, how you have beef with a nigga that, your brother, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how could niggas beef with you after your brother passed and have like a stigma, whatever the case might be? You know, if I'm trying to understand, like,
it's street shit, my nigga. Like,
so that's what I'm saying. So it's like, is it really like
niggas? Like, I always respect. I just said, like, Buck was Buck. Like, who didn't fuck with Buck? Like, who? I was totally.
I never really see that.
Like, who didn't have a relationship with Buck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Buck wasn't like, motherfucker ain't fuck with Buck because of Burt. You know what I mean? Motherfucker fuck with Buck because of Buck. Like, you know what I mean? That was
So like I never met your brother. I'm gonna tell you, I seen your brother once. I think we passed. You know, we see, in the hood and shit. I seen him one time. It was just some cool shit. It was cool as hell. I think he had braces and shit. We was at fucking on 5th Avenue at the fucking probation building. So we both had probation and shit. He's like, what's up, yo? Where's Bond? He said, peace to me. I think a couple other niggas in there. I'm like, these niggas about to jump the shit out of me. And then shit like that. I'm like, yo, let me get the fuck up out of here. You know, your bikes be in the bushes and shit. I'm like, get the fuck up out of here, man. But I never had like bad blood, but I never like coming from you. Like, tell me like who your brother was. Like, I want to like, you know what I mean? If you can explain to me like
Buck was like he was different, my nigga. Like, he was like, I ain't even gonna front, like, but he had a heart of a gold, but he was a nigga that, like, he ain't tolerate no bullshit. Like, you had to be one way with him. Like, it was one way or no way. Like, you wasn't gonna deal with it. He wasn't gonna allow you to, like, you know what I mean? Like,
cause I see, like, You know, it's crazy why he fight like it's crazy why everybody love him like how you do. He a Leo.
Yeah.
My birthday the 9th.
And the Leos like they got that they aligned. They nigga they aggressive like. They stand on business, like nigga. They call it how they see it. Like you are one, like you know what I mean. Like,
that's why I feel like yo, when I see like people say like how he meant to certain people, and like when he passed, a lot of people like how strong that shit was. You know,
like motherfuckers always ask me like, damn, bro, like when you like I had my moments, like you know what I mean, like it'd be like more like shit, like if I know me and him did some shit together, like.
So y'all used to rock like I was saying because y'all seen like you older though, right? You older than him.
I'm 36. I'm like a year and a half.
Okay. So but y'all totally opposite or nah?
Nah, like
because you gotta still give yourself props too because that's like my brother, right? I'm gonna just give respect to both for like y'all, you and your bro, and me and my bro. My brother was like that nigga though. Yeah. You feel me? Like my brother used to be like telling you that nigga had all the bitches, everything. Like. And I used to look up to this nigga, fresh to death, everything. So you older than him. So at the same time,
that's just brother shit. Like nigga, like you know that shit trickled down. Like nigga, if you don't want to be like your father, you want to be like your brother. You want you want to be like your uncle. You want to be like it's never like you want to be like somebody from the streets. Like nigga, you want to be somebody from. Or look up to a big cousin, a dad, a brother, like nigga, like if you just like resorted to the streets and that's just all you knew, then it was just like nigga, I looked it up to a nigga in the streets, but
so like your brother, like I said, I wish I met him because I know he seemed like a solid nigga.
He was a solid, genuine nigga.
Nigga, like I said, we never had a conversation. And I met a lot of niggas in my past, like coming through Asbury. I met mad motherfuckers, and I was niggas always gonna say love cool as hell. I never came, never come off to like this nigga on some bullshit. I never come off like that. So niggas fuck with me just because I'm just genuine as fuck. Fact. So I just never ran past, and it's like now I fuck with you. Yeah. So it's like all right, I can get the history off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm like yo, growing up, like how y'all raised together because y'all like nigga like because your pops is like somebody of caliber, so it's like y'all his sons.
Like we was like you know like nigga like we was top to bottom, my nigga, like we was top to bottom, but then like once we started like hitting the streets, like you know what I mean, like nigga like separating, like he finding his crew, like nigga we was still brothers, like nigga like we're. Pull up over here, yo. Such. Yo, but where you at? Pull up. Like, nigga,
every time, like, you had like, yo, you fuck with my brother, like, you wasn't none of that shit was going on.
Nah. It was like no, like we was on top of shit. We was on top of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he put a lot of structure into a lot of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, I seen that because even when I was like I said, I came from Red Bank, I moved to Neptune, I met my bro and we all just clicked, but we didn't come like we ain't Asbury niggas ain't fuck with us, guy. Like and like now that I grew up and we all got now it's like yo we was young as hell, dumb, but I'm telling you like y'all niggas was tight, like whereas like nigga we only fucking with we fucking with it, so I kind of respect it, so it's real recognized, but I respect it. It's just like all right, cool, but. I wasn't fucking around.
But it's only like when you like it's crazy because it's a few niggas that I fuck with, like, and I fuck with niggas. Like, but it's a few niggas that I fuck with that can bring a lot of motherfuckers together. Like, you know what I mean? Like he was one of them. Like, you know what I mean? Like he was one of them. Like he could bring niggas together. Like, you know what I mean? Respectfully.
Yeah, that's fire. Yeah, that's fire, man.
Word.
And like it's dope because like I said, his name gonna live forever because it's solid. Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's a solid, pure thing that just gonna run through everybody forever. Like nigga, who knows? Niggas, because like I said, it's crazy. I don't know how many years ago I have passed, whatever, but even the younger cats saying rest in peace, but that wasn't even knowing them.
That wasn't even born.
But it's just like that's just like a it's like a rest in peace Biggie like type of shit. Like that shit gonna be legacy, like moral on the side of Sheffield type shit forever. Like that's how powerful that shit is. Cause like people, like I said, a lot of people pass and shit, and God bless everybody that passed and shit. But that was like more like A legend.
Yeah, that one hit different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then, you know, like niggas, we was outside. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta understand, my nigga. Like, the shit we was doing was like, it was like grown men shit. Like, we was 18 doing 30, 40-year-old man shit. Like,
Yeah.
but at the same time, trying to like find God. Like, we doing shit, but not knowing whether it was right or wrong.
Right or wrong, because it's like nobody even
Like,
got it.
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, just taking whatever risk we
my
gonna take a
nigga,
risk.
like, so you know, like it just be like certain niggas learning experience be a little different. Like, you know what I mean? Mine's probably a little different than yours.
Yeah, it's a fact.
You know what I mean? But nigga,
we still gonna learn.
we still gonna learn, still gonna fall back from that one umbrella. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
shit just be life, my nigga.
So like, you've been out here 36. So do you see yourself like where you see yourself like we about to be 40? Like how where Bert see yourself at 40? Like what's your cause we gotta see far. Like if not, it's like then it's like, you know what I mean, what's the goal then? Like,
Like, see, like nigga, like I'm a very intelligent nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm hands on, like one shot, one try. Like that's me. Like I just don't challenge myself, but I know like what I've been doing. Well, I know like nigga, like I know the other side of life. Like, like I got a family. Like nigga, everybody want the marriage, the house, the you know, like you know. But you know, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Like I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I know what I want. I know what I want to do. I don't know. I don't know, love. How you just said earlier, like you always been like from when we was young, like nigga, like they, like you just said, they go this way, you go that way.
You know what it is? Cause I always like, yo, my mom told me this like this saying, bro, and that shit stick with me till my life is over, bro. It's, you made your bed, lay in that shit.
Respectfully, bro.
So that shit is
like
that shit just like is just stuck with me, my nigga. And I just like I said, I learn from mistakes that other people take, and then I just like I kind of just don't mix business. I just don't do shit that I'm just not even really ready for the results for. You feel me? So
and that's being a man though. Like that's like real nigga shit. Like that's the shit that motherfuckers in the streets gotta see. Like you know what I mean? Like cause.
But you know what it is too? Like I said, I feel like I've tried to like I see casual love, you doing your thing, and I respect it. But I feel like it's like niggas want to do other shit too. It's just that they don't feel like it's gonna be it's like do you. Like I feel like niggas scared to do themselves because of how they gonna be viewed. Nigga, I'm a photographer. Like nigga, niggas probably like a photographer, that shit. Nigga, what? That shit the dopest shit. Nigga, like not even knowing like the lane is a lane. Like you feel me? It's my lane. Like nigga, I know a motherfucker that write books and that's his lane, but he might be happy as fuck. Like
that's a fact.
Now niggas hopping in the lanes that's not even theirs and can't even live life right because this is not what you. Everybody have a purpose. You feel me? And sometimes it takes too long or you too late to be like, damn.
Not even this be like more my thing. Like you gotta hide your happiness. Like whatever you might be happy in, whatever you happy in, I don't give a fuck what it is. Like you gotta hide it because it's somebody out there to grab it. Like it's somebody out there to you know
take it from you.
Take it exactly. My nigga.
So you wear like I don't wear my shit on my sleeve.
And you never did. Like you know what I mean. Like you never did. Like so. You know
so
what
like
I
I kind of like I said I move like. I come with peace to everybody because I just think life is how it's supposed to be, and I think just like this in just growth like that shit it'd be nut shit if like for beef like for niggas like senseless death my nigga like where it could be like yo bro that shit ain't about nothing like I talked to my bro about shit that could go so left, and I'm like nah, and that's where it balls back to like. Who your real friends? Like, if you really my friend, like, yo, my nigga, tell me if I'm wrong or let me know.
That. Like, I was just telling a nigga, the friends that, like, it's different. Like, cause I'm still outside. Like, I'm still out. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't want to be.
I even cut you off. So, it's like, cause you say you don't want friends, but like, fuck want friends. Like, I want people that's gonna be there for me. Really there for me. Cause
I want a nigga that's gonna be there that's gonna stand up for me when I ain't there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like vice versa. Like nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like motherfucker gotta see that, like for a motherfucker to really genuine and stand up. Like motherfuckers don't like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like it's not a lot of genuine. I was speaking to like
a lot of money relationships. It's a lot of beneficial
Yeah.
friendships.
So I want to ask you that. So how you see was love like? What's considered like? What you consider love like?
Love, like what I consider love, like genuine love, like love is a natural thing. Like so, like it just got it. Like it's a vibration. With me, like it's a sense. Like I can feel it. Like you know what I mean. Like
so I go off of not cut you off. I think love to me. I think it's action. So it's actions.
Yeah.
So I feel like because the person say, "Oh, we live in a hood and whatever, however we throw sayings out there, words, we toss words around. Yo, I love that nigga, but you really like, man, I'm gonna fuck with you, but it just sound cool. You know what I mean? So it's really no love there.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, stay up, stay safe. Nigga don't give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
It's all words. So it's
that's
like,
a fact.
Where them actions at? You know what I mean? If you want me to be safe, nigga, then watch my back, nigga. When I want to turn around, nigga, that's being safe. Not when I turn my back, nigga, you do some bullshit.
Exactly.
That's not being safe, nigga.
That's right.
So I realized that in our hood, we toss words, my nigga, like, bro, you not my bro, my nigga, if you just did some bullshit. Like, we use these words, and it's no actions to them.
You right.
And it's like, why we just tossing words around. And then people, you ain't a real nigga.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah.
What's real to you?
Yeah.
You feel me? What's real to you? Let's talk about what's real. Because then the next nigga be like, that's real, but nah, that shit ain't real because you want to take care of your kids.
That's a fact.
So how could that be real?
That's a fact.
So like, we got to start standing on action.
That's
Fuck
a
the
fact.
word, because I could say, I love you right now. You're like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
But if I show you actions, you might love that nigga really love me. My nigga by the actions. You feel me? Only way you want to see it by the actions. And we throw, like I said, we throw these words, we throw these slangs, we throw these rap songs with the shit.
Yeah.
And that shit don't mean shit if it ain't coming around with the actions, bro. And that's how I live. I live by actions.
Yeah.
Because if you ain't show me no actions, it's nothing like, you can say whatever. You know, niggas say words don't hurt. Say whatever you want.
Yeah.
But if you fucking show me some actions, then that shit mean, that shit, you standing on business now. You feel me?
Word.
So, do we feel like the hood, like, we need to start, like, changing up the narrative, like, and it starts with us, like, because people follow you. I know you for a fact that.
But motherfuckers thinking standing up and changing the narrative is like being corny.
Yeah, but
when it's really like it's changing the narrative.
But you know what it is too? It's the circle. So if you standing on some shit like, nah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Then niggas can't come over with that bullshit. You feel me? Like, nah, we ain't doing that. We standing on this. This is what we standing on. Like, nah, you little niggas can't come on the block.
Yeah.
Nah, we standing on this. Like, we start standing on certain principles and bringing back the principles of shit. It's going to change the narrative because now the niggas can't do corny, goofy shit. We see goofy shit and we laugh because we see it's like a facade, like a entertainment. Goofy shit make you laugh. Like, yo, this nigga goofy as hell. But like, nah, you just did some goofy shit, my nigga. Don't bring that shit over here. You feel me? Because that's stopping the narrative. Like, nah, you can't. Fact. So we keeping the goofy shit going, and nobody's standing. Even my man see me do some goofy shit, he laughing, nigga. I feel like that shit cool.
Yeah.
So I ain't nobody stamping that shit.
That's
like, nah,
a fact.
Let's start stamping the solid shit, not the goofy shit. Because even like a person, like, just think about it, bro. Yes, let's say your son, he go to a party and shit, and he get jumped. Niggas record it. That shit is goofy. Cause something. Hold on, hear me out. Cause something could happen where niggas record it and not even helping them. Now you got this whole video, and now it's a circus now because everybody repass it. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, let's stand on where it's like, nah, let's stop that shit. Because
it's like, let's stop. It's goofy because the niggas that recording could have been the motherfuckers that stopped a life-death situation.
That's what I'm saying. So a lot of shit that could be stopped.
You know what I mean?
We don't stop it because we think it's entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why I said the goofy shit is like, it's so big out here that it's like, it's almost coming to the norm. The norm, like, just like another thing, bro. How could us as men, solid, like, you can't say you real. Like my biggest thing is, like, I got kids, my nigga. My biggest thing is, like, you can't be real if you don't take care of your kids.
That's a fact.
I can't even trust you.
That's a fact.
I can't trust you. There's a lot of shit I can't do because you don't take care of your kid. That shit is a mind blowing to me because, like, yo, everybody say, nah, there's no way in life, bro. You bring a kid and I even want to take care of it. And knowing that where we come from, like our own past, like, why the fuck would you have a child? Like, I mean, shit happens.
You know, different strokes for different folks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I should just, you know, like, especially for the motherfuckers that, like, that's saying, like, how can I take you serious? Like, when you definitely, I know for sure you not, like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, like, from top to bottom, I know you not nowhere even.
Yeah.
So I definitely, but you know, like different strokes for different
But
folks.
I feel like
nigga.
it boils back to what I just said about just stamping solid shit.
Yeah.
It's just like,
yeah.
why would you even let these niggas come around and they ain't even solid? Because what's really saying what's real? Like what's really real? You feel me? Like if everybody doing goofy shit, who the fuck is that?
This shit is real now. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like come back on saying like what was cool is corny. What was corny is cool now.
Yeah.
Like what was real is goofy now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, like it might take our kids to get where we at for the realness to come back in.
But
you know what I mean?
We gotta set this tone for it, because if not, a lot of niggas don't say like when a man's wrong or this ain't what we doing or not even just back to the kids situation. Like my nigga, like, damn, you hanging around with the boys all day, like with a family, like go check on the family. Cause it's like that shit is something that we gotta. That's the biggest thing though, bro. Like, cause that'll save a lot of lives, a lot of shit. Nigga, go in the house of your family, bro. Like,
that's a fact.
Like
a lot of niggas. I mean, you know, like,
because I'm telling you, it goes back to why if I'm being like my bro, I'm just going off of transparent shit. Nigga, you ain't kicking it with me, my nigga. Like we ain't going to Short Hills for what? Nigga, you talking about you ain't some with your babies, nigga. Make sure the baby's good. Like that's the first thing. First and foremost, make sure the baby's good before you even doing anything else.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's like I'm always standing on 100%. Like you buy a chain, you go to the jewelry store and they give you fucking gold of 90%, nigga, the silver 10%. That shit ain't official. It's that little 10%. Fuck your chain up. You feel me? So you can't think like, oh, I'm 100, but then you really do the results and you like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't see your kids in weeks.
Exactly.
Like, yo, you know what I mean? And it's not to bash that shit. We just gotta fix that shit. Like, cause a lot of shit have changed, nigga. Niggas wouldn't be outside if it's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. I mean, do what you do, but like, damn.
Because once a motherfucker take initiated that, like a motherfucker start taking initiated it themselves, like a motherfucker, like that's probably the barriers a lot of motherfuckers, especially niggas though. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and I take I feel like females got to take accountability of that shit too, because females part of the problem because like niggas like
man, that shit go both ways.
It goes both ways, but I feel like a lot of females start the problem too, because you know females do their nut shit and keep the kids away from that shit ain't got nothing to do with being a parent in the life of the, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of people,
it's either you gonna do it or you don't.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like I said, like I got children, like, you know, like nigga, like I'm kind of like in that, like, you know what I mean? But like, different strokes for different folks. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like different strokes for different folks.
I just see it as, I'm just trying to just see it as like when I grew up. You know what I'm saying? When I grew up, like I used to be waiting out the window looking for I'm on my way. Yeah. Out the window. It's crazy. I'm gonna tell you some funny shit. Like I knew cars, bro, just because of waiting for my father. Like I knew every kind of car because I used to be out the window just watching cars.
I'm saying like it's different with me. Like nigga, like I know. Nigga, when it was time to see my father, like nigga, I know I was accustomed to a long ride on the road, a family day picnic, like this was years of childhood, like when I was seeing my dad, like you know what I mean, like so you know, like nigga, I try not to, you know, limit my chances of putting my children through that type of shit, like limit my chances, like, you know what I mean, like I ain't just saying like. Nah, but limit my chances. Like, so, you know, like I said, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but you still trying to like break the barrier. You feel me? You ain't on some shit like, nigga, my dad was like this. I'm a rock like this. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we gotta break the generation curse. You feel me?
Word.
But on another note, so listen, I got this thing we do. It's called Vibe with Love. You feel me?
Yeah.
So Vibe with Love, we bump this song. You feel me? I play a song.
Yeah.
The song come on, you feel me?
Yeah.
So you gotta tell me whatever song, I shuffle the song, you feel me? Yeah. You gonna hear the first little bit of the song. You gonna tell me what this song mean to you. Like, you feel me? How you view it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm about to throw this junk on.
Vibe with Love, huh? That's Jaheim.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So this Jaheim.
I wasn't a big. Nah, I'm a rock with that. Go ahead. I needed the rock for a little bit. I need to hear it like a little, so I can't. Nah,
All right, so I don't want to play in the background. So,
Yeah,
so
like-
that's Jaheim. Put that woman first. So put that woman first. So he's basically explaining to us is like, yo, put that woman first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what's your outlook on that? Like,
especially like picture woman first, like especially like if you got like a nigga, like like you got one, like
Yeah.
from top to bottom, like nigga, like any means necessary, like
yeah,
limit her chances or limit her whatever, like first on any and everything, like you know what I mean, like just a woman period, like you know what I mean, like you know. I mean, like that's how I see it. Like I wasn't more like of a Jaheim, like you know what I mean, but put a woman first, like you know, like
so like
especially
basically he's saying so like so
significant
do you
lover,
see it like basically like yo put the woman first because before like how you see it like the woman.
Let's put a woman first through like as going through a door, open like just
Not even just put it for no woman first, meaning as like priority wise, like meaning as like how we operate as men, we providers. So we our mindset is like to go get it.
Yeah.
But we think about we got a woman, we got our lady at home. That's we thinking about this bread, we thinking about all this shit because we moving so fast. We're not even thinking like we need to put that woman first because we chasing all this money and trying to get to it, but that shit is like some women just want our time. You feel me? So it's like how do you see that though? Like do you like trying to get to the bag and get money, or it's like you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because like you gotta make balance too though. Like you know what I mean? Because if not,
shit, I mean, like it's hard. Like, but it's like you know when both is trying to like chase it back, then it's like all right, like you know, but then it's like all right if you a stay home mom, and then it's like you know all right, I gotta put all that time in. I gotta, you know what I mean? Like, cause you home, you handling everything. Like I got, regardless to the fact that you are first, like you are a first priority.
Yeah.
You definitely are a first priority.
So do you stand on like I'm gonna go get the bag, and you rather have a stay home, yo, make sure the kid's good, and let me go get it, and or you want to have a team where it's like where we both gonna do it and we.
I want to have a team.
Team.
Like, I want to have a like nigga. I don't never in my life want to deal with a stay-home mom. I don't. Nah.
See, I see it different. See me, I see that's what I'm saying. So we going. So my perspective. I see. I want to grind hard as hell to where my wife ain't got to do shit because I feel like now she can worry about the babies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if we both grinding, then it's like now somebody's missing the connection with the kids. You know what I mean? So I said my point of view. Your point of view ain't wrong. My point of view.
Yeah, I just be on like.
But that's my goal though.
Yeah,
like right now we gonna grind together, but I'm trying to more grind. I want to grind more.
Like, you know, I mean, it's still like a learning experience too. Like you know, you still learning, you still growing. From me, just as well, I'm grinding and doing what and being home. But like, nah, I want you to grind. I want you to be like, I want you to know, like, you know what I mean. Like, especially for me, like nigga, like, cause I'm not guaranteed. Like, you know what I mean? So I want you to...
So they had an extra umph, just in
you
case.
know what I mean?
Just in case
like, now if I was guaranteed, then like, if like, that's what, like I said, different stroke, different folks. Like, if I was guaranteed, hell no. Like, I want you to stay home. I want you to, you know what I mean? But I ain't guaranteed, so I ain't gonna, I can't thug you out like that.
So listen, man, we wrapping up this episode of Love Unfiltered. I got my guy Bert.
Appreciate the love with the Love Unfiltered. This was definitely dope. It's a vibe. I guess you guys should come and check it out. Not guess, but definitely book and come in and holler at the vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Respectfully, man.
All right, perfect.